Hello everybody, I am Mars02, and I will be playing Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. I will be completing the game without using any warp zones at all. So, we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. And without that, let's get started. So we will start in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so 1-1, there's not a lot to explain here, just a lot of Koopa Troopas and Piranha Plants. This plant's despawning, and that one didn't, so that's actually smart that I actually didn't jump on that pipe. And we are through. So we're going to take a little bit of safer and slow strats, but hopefully we can get this done under the estimate of 30 minutes, so that's the goal. One dash 2 is, as anticipated, a underground stage. Little scary area right here, but we made it through just fine. We're gonna go to the top here. You can go on the bottom, but as you can tell, it's just like really hard to like play that area. So we go to the top because it's much easier to do. And with that, we're done with 1-2. So now we'll go into 1-3. We'll pick up our first power-up. And we pick up the power-ups because it helps us save time in every castle level, which I'll explain when we get there. Alright, so here is the mushroom. Grabbing the top is faster. I should have chat open in case people have questions. My apologies. Alright, so 1-4 is we're going to pick up the fire flower. And do a unique clip grab. We're going to clip into that block. Lots of fire bars. Kind of scary, but... Ooh, that was very close. Alright, so you see, I shot Bowser with my fireballs, and normally there would be an animation of the bridge collapsing there, but since I shot him with all my fireballs, I did not do that. Or the bridge did not collapse at all. No animation whatsoever. So, therefore, it saves about 2 seconds in every castle stage. So definitely worth it in the long run. Also, since this game is really hard to do without getting hit at all, and it can be very mean, so getting fire flowers is kind of like a safe thing as well, but it's also faster. We're going to reveal this hidden 1-up. I'm going to collect it just so I don't want a game over. So I slowed down a little bit there, because if the last digit of your coin count is matching the last digit of your in-game timer once you reach the flag, you'll get fireworks. So I slowed down a little bit there. 2-2 is a little bit of a scary level to do as fast as you can. We're gonna do, of course, since this is a marathon run, we're gonna do a much safer way of playing this level. A lot of people who have played this might remember this long gap. You have to reveal these blocks. Normally you'd actually have to reveal 2 of those, but if you build up Mario's momentum, and if you let him reach full speed, you can actually only reveal 1. And this is going to be a good example of fireworks, since the last digit of my coin count was a 5, and as well as my timer. Not a big deal though. If the number is an odd number, you will get 3 fireworks, but if it's even, you'll get 6. These enemies are very mean, so hopefully we don't get hit or anything, but we might. A little slow, but we just want to make it out as clean as possible. Alright, so 2-4, we're going to try to clip into a wall. This saves time of going to the bottom, which we were not able to do, but that is not the end of the world. Ouch. Alright, yeah, that was a really weird pattern. So unfortunately we got hit there. And this is going to be where I can show the bridge animation. See how Bowser falls, and he will fall in the lava, despite those actually being minions in the Bowser costume, as you saw from the World 1 fire kill. Alright, so we're gonna re-grab power-ups. So we're back to Fire Mario now. This level has a famous warp zone. And that brings you back to the beginning of the game. Very mean. 3-2 is a water level. Enemies in water levels usually are not nice in this game. Getting out of a water level without dying or getting hit is usually pretty good. And this applies to anyone, including people who go for the world record. That was close. So what I'm doing is I was pressing down, I was ducking, and I was also swimming at the same time. That's called duck swimming, and since the game doesn't have a sprite from Mario ducking while swimming, it's just his normal swimming sprite, but his hitbox is cut in half, so that's what I was doing there to make that level a lot easier to traverse. And very good, we did not get hit, which, like I said, is very, very good. Play this a little safe. It's a very tight jump to actually make that without slowing down those elevators, but we did it just fine. There are invisible blocks in this in that level, so had to jump really late on that last tree-looking platform. Alright, 3-4 is a maze level. You have to take the right path, or else you will have to start that area again. That was a little scary. Alright, a little slow, but okay for the most part. Alright, so we're in World 4. You see red piranha plants. I don't think they're in World 3, but they might. I don't think they are, though. But if, I haven't explained red piranha plants. They move really fast, and even if you're next to the pipe, they'll still come out. You have to be directly on top of the pipe, or else they will not pop out and try to eat you. For H2, we have a bunch of bullet bill cans at the beginning of the level, but made it through just fine. I'm gonna try to shoot a fireball inside one of the blocks here. We're not able to do it, but that's fine. Slow down a little bit there, since that's kind of scary. Sometimes you can press the jump button a little too early and you will die, because you won't be able to react fast enough. So I want to play it a little safe there. So this level, no ground, as a typical third level would be. I'm going to play it a little slow here to avoid getting hit by those bullet bills. I actually would have gotten hit if I challenged it, so that's very good. Alright, so 4-4, you will see this in the any percent run as well. And there's a few things we do in this level that we have our own custom names for. And one of them is to climb. Here's to climb. You can also find this in ooh, I almost died. You can also find that in one of the Super Mario Bros. 3 levels. Right, scary section. Oof. Very good. So you're gonna see the game kind of like have like a black screen for a bit. Since I'm on the original Famicom disk system, or basically since this game was released on the disk system, it loads the rest of the other 4 worlds in the original first quest. So you're gonna see the game just pause for a minute, and then it comes back to World 5. So what you're going to see me do an attempt of is what we call a super jump at the end of the level. Since Mario bounced off enemies kind of high compared to the original Mario one, you can actually ricochet off one of the Koopa Troopas and skip a section where you have to reveal some invisible coin blocks. So let's see if I can do that. Nope. Unfortunate. So yeah, the intended way is to reveal these blocks. So 5-2 is the second underground stage. So there's going to be some scary ducking sections in this level. Like that. That's one of them. Yeah, a bunch of coins we can collect there. If we move fast enough, we can despawn a red piranha plant, like we did. Alright, and we are through. 5-3 and 5-4 are some of the scariest levels in this speedrun. So I'm probably going to be very quiet for these next 2 levels, because it's pretty quiet. Or pretty scary. I don't think they're quite quiet levels. We're gonna build up momentum on this pipe. There's no safe strat I made for myself for this, so I'm just gonna have to hope and pray for the builds, which were nice. And a good 5-3, now 5-4, which is one of the hardest castle levels to do in the game. That was actually the best segment for me. The fastest I could ever completed 5-3 right there. Uh-oh. Alright, let's move. It's really hard to not get hit in this level, so I never blame anyone for getting hit. Alright. Made it through. So there's going to be some weird thing you're going to see me do in 6-1, where I look like I walked through one of the pipes. Since invisible blocks kind of have this weird thing where like other blocks around them don't have like a hitbox or anything. They're like ghosts. You can just like walk through them like that. That hammer bro is nice. Hammer bros are never nice when you're small. And there are 2 power-ups in 6-3. So I'm going to collect them there instead of having to play 6-2, which is another underwater stage. I'm going to play that as small since it's easier. And I won't be able to get back up to Fire Mario before 6-2 anyway, if I get hit in 5-4. I can't do duck swimming since I am small. that wouldn't matter since the hitbox is basically Small Mario if you do duck swim. Well done. Very good. Gonna avoid some fireworks there. Power-ups here. Oh my god, Cheeps can be really mean when you slow down, so that was very weird. I've never seen that Koopa like kinda like spawn off ground. We made it through and we are back up to Fire Mario. 6-4 is a terrifying level, and it's about as terrifying as 5-4. Hopefully we can make it by without getting hit, though. Wait on this fire bar. You can kind of skip this section by going far enough to the right and triggering the that you actually took the right path, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to manipulate a fire bar's position up here by slowing down a lot here. And do a very scary jump right there, which we did very well. And a 332, which is very, very good. At least I don't get fireworks in castle stages. Because that wouldn't be good. I mean, I guess we celebrate that we had a very good 6-4. So 2 worlds left, 8 levels, and these levels can be very scary and hard to do. So normally you'd grab a star, which is in that brick-looking block next to that silver pipe. But I'm not going to do that, because a Cheep can actually come up and hit you when you're trying to acquire that star. So, oof. Alright. Very slow, that's okay. And we're on to 7-2. The end of this level is absolutely terrifying. To say the very least, it's scary. I'm gonna avoid hitting that Lakitu because he can throw a spiny sometimes. When you're about to land on him. But that was a very good 7-2. Okay, the little time there were my personal best. This level is so scary. It's known for being a terrifying level. Everyone knows that has played this game remembers this level as they're younger. Gonna do that. I would have probably actually shorted that jump and died, so good thing I did that. Now I'm gonna slow down here, because if you're far enough to the right on that first spring, you can actually skip this spring and go like way over here, but I'm not budging to go for that. And we're on to 7-4. Right, 7-4 is probably the hardest castle level in most runners' opinions. This firebar section can be tricky. And this part right here is probably why most people hate this castle. I'm not getting a lot of wall clips today. It's very unfortunate. Alright. Very aggressive fight but we did it very well. That Bowser fight is probably one of the hardest in the game because there's a fire bar and he shoots hammers. So you really don't want to jump over him, but you can't just run under him like you normally would. So we're on to the final world, last 4 levels, World 8. I almost died there, but we didn't, so it's okay. World 8 doesn't have any checkpoints, so if I die anywhere, I will be sent back to the beginning. Alright. So 8-2, we're gonna have to reveal a vine. So that's the intended way. You're supposed to reveal a vine, or else if you keep going, you'll end up going in a pipe and go back to somewhere towards the beginning of the level. But we're going up the vine, and as you can probably tell by the screen here, 8-3 will be a cloud-like level. A lot of clouds. So 2 more levels left in the speedrun. A3, gonna kill this Lakitu. If I don't kill that Lakitu, I'll probably just get thrown off and probably die. I didn't develop a backup strat for that. Alright, and 8-4 is the final level. Timing will stop once I grab the axe at the end of 8-4, and this level takes about a minute. Scary jump at the beginning. This room is terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. It's one of the scariest. I take advantage of duck swimming again. The only disadvantage of duck swimming is that you can't shoot fireballs because you're ducking. This is a maze section of the game. If you don't choose the correct way to beat that area, you will end up having to replay that area. Alright, say hi to our friend Bruce. And yeah, it does actually look like the timer will be off, which is fine. I'm timing this run with my own timer as well. No wall clips today. And time. Alright, so I got a 22:47, which is very good. Of course, as mentioned, the timer is a little inaccurate, but I did end up getting that, so thank you for the GG. You can hear the extra sound channels from the original disc system. So that went really good. We got under 23 minutes, which is very hard to do. And really was only 2 hits in the whole run and 0 deaths, so very proud of that. There's a very long cutscene here. Alright, so that does it for the the Lost Levels Warpless speedrun. Thanks for having me on. And yep, hopefully the rest of the marathon goes out smoothly.